So in this video we set out to make some images that I plan to put in my photo book, which is going to be based on the area that I grew up, which is in what would it be? Towards the central coast of Australia. So I plan to do most of it on the RB67 just because, you know, 35mm with 36 shots, I find really hard to shoot all 36 and be happy with them. Specifically for this one, I wanted to set out and capture a shot of this business that sells firewood, and they've been set up for about 40 years. Anyway, for that reason, I thought it deserved a place in the book. We had to drive on the highway in the opposite direction to where it is, turn around, come back, because the only way you can get to it is on the off-ramp of an old motorway. Yeah, but on the way, when we showed up to the suburb to do the U-turn so that we could go to the woodshed, there was, I don't know what they do. They're involved with boats, I can say that much, but they either repair boats, sell boats, maybe both. The only thing the sign said was boats, so fill in the gaps. I have a feeling that this is going to be knocked down pretty soon, so technically not part of the Barriera, so it's not going to make it into the project, but I think we should see if there's a shot around it. Certainly at the time, I saw the plane and I thought I better hurry up and get this composition right because I wanted to include the plane. I think the fence is nice too because with the security cameras there as well in the corner, I'm just curious who they think is trying to get these old rusty boats. The fact that the sign is a boat that says boat, that's just classic. Anyway, rendered on Gold 200, I think it came out really well. After we captured that shot, we chucked the Yui and headed back up on the motorway. It looks really nice in the sun and then the other side in the shade, so it's giving it good dimension. It almost looks blue, but I think it's just because there's a green fence there. But it's just a classic sign, and with the big wood pile there, I'll see if I can include the truck, but I don't think it's going to fit. Either way, I think it's a cute little subject. I'm pretty excited about this one. That side. This looks like it was shot on Portrait 400 or a similar film stock because of those pastel colours, especially in the blues in the sky. The way half the building is in shadow and the other's in light gives it really good dimension. One thing I wish I had done was just frame slightly further to the left so that the sign on the fence would be sort of silhouetted by the timber. It's a bit of a calamity because there was 5 other shots I wanted to get today, but this leftover roll of Gold 120 only has 4 more frames on it if I shoot this one. Because I know that this subject is worth taking the picture of, I'll get this, and I'm certain one of the ones that we come across won't be quite what I was thinking, so it's going to be worth taking this second frame. Last second there, I was about to mess up my composition, moved it an inch, got it right. The other version of this shot, including the truck, is perhaps better. You get a better insight into who they are and what they do. You also get to see a little bit more of the wood that they have further out the back. That sign is beautiful, and the contrast in the red against the blue, it renders so well. The best part about this image is not any of the technicalities of it. It's the subject itself, which is really important with a lot of these. And this is so unique in being just a little shed with a massive stack of firewood, and that's all there is to it. So quite happy with this shot, and it will certainly find its way in the book. After that shot was in the bank, we returned back to the suburb with a few other shots that were on the checklist that I've been meaning to get, but just been waiting for the right light. At the moment, the weather's been so poor, and a few of these subjects require really specific conditions for them to be at their best. There's this shed that has these beautiful vines that grow over it, and it looks like it's been there for yonks. The problem was, because the light was just a little bit diffused, it didn't have the spice. It didn't have the spice, and then come back for that one, didn't bother shooting it. Yeah, so we moved on to this blue house that has this stained glass window up on, I don't know, the second floor. It's just interesting architecture, and so I wanted to show it off. really like that the fence has this leading line that sort of draws your eye up towards the timber window blinds, and they really come to life. The other thing that I wanted to try and bring attention to was the stained glass windows. It almost glows in the light, and again, the way it's rendered on the Gold 200 is really beautiful. So we moved on to this other subject. I shot this and I hadn't mated the shot, which is the first time I've made that error and hopefully won't do again. Fortunately, the light hadn't changed too much. At the last minute, I noticed that the fence nearest to us would really help add layers to it. So I just took a step back and dropped down the camera a little bit. I think it's got good balance and I'm quite pleased with that one. It's a good pairing, and when I lay it out in the zine, they have to be side by side. So there you go, not many images, but a handful I'm quite proud of. In any case, if you like any of the pictures, I will have a Patreon available where you can go and download those, print them to your heart's content. Anyway, thanks for watching.